Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live broadcast. Division III non-select round 2 between the Marksville Tigers and your French Settlement Lions, a number 8 versus number 9 matchup. French Settlement last week destroyed, what was the name of the team? North Webster, 15-0. North Webster completely outmatched in that game. So Malloy Miles in the circle for the Lions and starts it off with ball 1. Want to go ahead and apologize to Malloy Miles for calling her Miley Miles on the starting lineups. That's my mistake. I don't know what the deal is with announcing softball lineups. I just can't get it right. The 1-0 from Miles. And there's a fly ball in the center field. Cullen looks like she's under it, and she is. So 1 down for the Tigers. Let me cue up this starting lineup for the Marksville Tigers. I don't know much about Marksville. All I know is I got a casino over there because my grandma used to want to go to it all the time. So that was Katie Lashney. This is Madison Lashney. Marksville's going to start it off with 3 Lashneys in the lineup, back to back to back. The pitcher, the second baseman, and the first baseman. Thought we was going to get a little bit of rain here. Didn't really rain a drop at my house today. The 1-0 from Miles. And misses inside. Miles is a good one. As you all know, if you're familiar with French Settlement softball, she's been holding it down in the circle for the Lions the last 2 years. And gets a strike. No stranger to throwing 14 strikeout games. Misses inside to go 3-1. Umpire's got a little bit of a tight box today, so we'll see if that goes both ways. I'm sure it will. There's a strike. And he gave her a ball, so all right. Malloy's just going to have to adjust and tighten up. That's going to bring up the next Lashney, Miss Kristen Lashney, who's playing first base. See if we can get a little ground ball to Stella over there at shortstop. You got Remy Gautreau at third, Stella at shortstop, Ava Costa at second. And there's strike 1. Jason Babin at first base. Outfield, you got Delonaville in left, Cullen in center, and Rochto in right. And misses inside to bring the count 1-1. Danny Delhomer will hit for Ryland Delonaville. A lot of youth out here for the Lions. Cullen Delone Sr. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hope everybody had a happy Easter. Hope the Easter Bunny saw everybody. I don't know if that's you have to be good to see the Easter Bunny? I don't know. I can't remember. I got 6 kids. I should know that kind of stuff. And a swing and a miss. Miles records her first strikeout, and there's 2 down. It's going to bring up Morgan Brantley, the catcher. The tomb is empty, though. Still empty, right? We got to get you a microphone, man.
Nobody wants to hear me talk.
Malloy starts off Brantley with a strike. See if we can talk Mr. Floyd Bayham into building us a press box over there on the softball side. And misses high for ball one. Be good for the Lions to get out of this first inning with a goose egg right here and get on the sticks.
If you put me on a mic, how am I supposed to control everything else?
I don't know. I think you just set it there and just, you don't have to say anything unless I just ask you a question. There's another strike. He gave it out. So 1-2 on Brantley. Miles with the payoff pitch. And in on her hands, and Brantley fights it off to do it all over again. French Settlement baseball team heading out to Kinder on Friday. Kinder, a familiar foe for the French Settlement Lions when it comes to playoff time. Knocked us out in basketball. They've knocked us out in baseball before. It's time for us to return a favor. Oh, there's that changeup. Pulls a string on it, strike three. So Malloy Miles, 2 Ks in the first inning, and the Lions get a 0. Coming up to bat after this break, this is French Settlement Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. We'll be right back.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
And we're back here at Lions Park for this Division III matchup between Marksville and French Settlement. Marksville, the number 9 seed. French Settlement, number 8 seed. French Settlement coming up to bat after Malloy Miles gets 2 Ks in the first inning. Katie Lashney is going to be in the circle for the Tigers. Left-handed pitcher. Like she got a rise ball with her. I saw that a couple times in the warm-up, so we'll see how the Lions approach that. Lions will send up second baseman Ava Acosta. Ava, a sophomore, 2-sport athlete over here at French Settlement. Heck of a basketball player. I'd imagine if she wanted to play any other sport that the Lions offer, she could probably do it. So here we go. Ava Acosta in the box. And strike one. Ashney got a little speed with her. A little velocity. And a 0-1 popped out to left field. Left fielder's camped underneath it, and she makes the catch. This Jones out in left. At Carter in center, Bordelon in right. DeSalle at third, Glorioso at shortstop, Lashney at second. The other Lashney at first. Got Brantley behind the plate, and the other Lashney in the circle. Miles hits it out to right, and 2 quick outs for the Lions. French Settlement not wasting any time getting their cuts in. Remy Gautreau is going to step into the box. Remy Gocher will make you pay if you miss over the plate. Misses high for ball one. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 score. And Gotro takes strike one on the outside corner. Looked a little low. Remy didn't necessarily agree with it, but here we go with a 1-1 pitch, and misses up and in. Gotro, a ninth grader, adds a lot of power to this lineup. She was injured all throughout basketball, came back late in the season, and works the count to 3-1. But man, when she came back and got used to it, figured it out, ball started flying out of the yard. You could see that right leg heavily wrapped up and braced up. Had a knee injury and then an ankle injury. It's a tough kid, though. The 3-1. And hits at the short side. That's going to get through. So Remy Gotro gets on. That's going to bring up Stella Allison. Stella Allison, another superb athlete for the French Settlement Lions. And Allison hits a fly ball to right field. Right fielder's coming in hard. Second baseman's going there too and makes the catch. So that'll do it. Lions get one on, and Strander will be back. 0-0 here at Lions Park. This is French Settlement Lions softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
So, top of the second, both teams in there at bat. First at bats got a runner on. French Settlement with a base hit. Marksville with a walk. Marksville going to send up Kamora Carter, playing center field for the Tigers. Yeah, Malloy Miles toes the rubber. Little flare out the center field, and that one's going to drop right in between the center fielder and the second baseman. It's going to bring up number 10, Miley DeSalle, playing third base tonight. Runs are going to be at a premium here. Would not be surprised to see her drop a bunt right here to advance the runner. And she's swinging. Umpire's not giving anything up. It's definitely got to cross right underneath their chest to have a chance. Swing and a miss. That'll even count at 1-1. Saw that Doyle postponed their game. The threat of rain was pretty significant today. Not sure when they're going to reschedule that one. There's a little shot to third base. Remy can't get to it. Stella does and throws it away. So the runners will advance to second and third. Marksville had the first threat of the night. Second and third with no outs. That was a really, really slow roller. Stella had to get on it quick. Remy crossed in front. Stella got on it quickly and made the throw just a little wide. Going to bring up Gracie Bordelon, right fielder. Bordelon swings and misses. Lions got infield in a little bit. They're going to try and cut that run off at the plate if they can. And Miles gets strike two. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position for the Tigers. Here's the 0-2 from Miles. Swing and a miss. Miles with her third K of the night. It's going to bring up number 22, Madison Jones. Malloy misses upstairs. Glorioso on deck. And then back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. Strike two on the outside corner. Jones didn't necessarily agree with that one. We love it. 1-1 on Jones. And gets the inside corner for strike two. You got to watch these umpires. If you don't hear the strike call, they wait a long time to make a signal. That's one of the things that you see different between baseball and softball is that delayed strike call. So the 1-2 on Jones. Strike three right down the pipe. Good pitching right there from Malloy. Malloy goes inside, outside, and then splits the plate with a fastball. It's going to bring up number 21, Maya Glorioso, the shortstop. Lady Lions would love to just leave those two runners right there. Infield's going to step back a little bit and just play for the out at first. Swing and a miss. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and Malloy's got her eating out the palm of her hand right now. No need to throw a changeup, blow a fastball right by her, and let's get in the dugout. There it is. So Marksville gets runners in scoring positions, but they can't advance them. And Strand, second and third. Lions coming up to bat. This is French Settlement Lions softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. We'll be right back.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
All right, so here we go. Bottom of the second. Lions coming up. We'll start it off with Jillian Cullen, center fielder, Louisiana College signee. I'd like to see the Lions throw the first punch right here. And Cullen hits one out to left field. Going to get overhead. That one's going to get to the fence. Cullen at second, right, making the turn, but he's going to stay there. So there it is. Jillian Cullen, first pitch, crushes one to left center into the gap. Got a feeling the left fielder kind of misjudged that one. Got on her pretty quick. That's going to bring up number 3, Amelia Rosto, the 7th grader, playing right field tonight. And let's a rise ball go. Says a lot for Amelia to come in early this season with a lot of injuries and get some playing time on the field and just not let go of it. Outside for ball 2. Might have rattled Lashney a little bit. Rosto sitting 2-0 right here. And misses for ball 3, so. I'd imagine it's a take all the way. And ball 4. Oh, we called that a strike. All right. 3-1. That was way outside. What do we know? We're sitting in a press box on the other side of the softball field. And that one misses upstairs. So the Lions quickly have runners at first and second. And that's going to bring up Hadley Spellman. Man, I tell you, I'm looking at their line. I'm looking at French Summit's lineup, and I don't know how I messed our lineup so bad on the starting lineups. I announced that Amelia Rosto was playing first base, and they clearly have a 9 written right there. Another ball, and Lashney is found a little bit of a struggle spot. Lions need to make it sting a little bit right here. Spellman check swings, hits one down to first, and it's foul. And strike 2. Winner of this game gets to have a little date with number 1 seed Kaplan. Going to have to travel and go on the road there unless Kaplan gets upset today, which they didn't. They already secured it. Okay. Lashney gets a strikeout of Spellman. That's going to bring up number 20, Jacelyn Babin. Good job by Spellman letting her know what to look for. Danny Delhomer on deck. Marksville in the top of this inning had a chance with runners at second and third. Couldn't get anything across. Lions with a runner in scoring position, trying to make it work. And Babin fouls one back to the screen. It's all about who's hot right now. Playoff time. If you're pitching well and swinging it well, you can beat anybody. Jason lets that one go. The 1-1 to Babin. Babin takes a hack and fouls it back. See if Jason can hang on right here and battle with 2 strikes. Somehow get these runners moved over. Misses outside and up to even a count at 2-2. French Settlement trying to make it to that state championship game again for the 3rd time in a row if they get there this year. And up and in for ball 3. Jason seeing a lot of pitches. Got to be base hit ball 4 right here, kiddo. Here's the pitch from Lashney. And gets Babin to strike out. That's going to bring up the youngster, Danny Delhomer. Danny's come up clutch a couple times this year with runners in scoring position. Likes to wear that opposite field side out. Let's see if she can do it again. And outside corner strike. He's giving it about a ball off the plate on that outside corner. Very consistent, though, because we're getting it on our end, too. So no complaints here. Lashney trying to see if he'll go a little further out, and he won't. Evens the count at 1-1. And blows it by her for strike 2. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Delhomer with a chance to get a RBI with a base hit right here. See if Lashney can pitch out of this jam. And Delhomer files it off to get another chance. Lashney at 29 pitches here in the bottom of the 2nd. And ball. And they throw it into the outfield. Here comes the runner to the plate. She's going to stand up and score, so the Lions strike first. Looked like a delay. Might have caught the catcher by surprise, and she airmailed it to left field. So Danny Delhomer with a 2-2 count. And a runner at second base. And misses upstairs. Full count for Delhomer with a dangerous Ava Acosta waiting on deck. You'd love to see Ava come up with a runner in scoring position. Delhomer hits it back to Lashney. Lashney fires it over there to first to get the out. But the Lions strike first on an error from the catcher. Lions up 1-0. We'll be right back. This is French Settlement Lions softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
So Lions strike first there in the bottom of the second. Getting a run across and flip the lineup over, so Acosta will be leading off. Marksville is going to be leading off with their leadoff hitter as well. Katie Lashney, the pitcher. I'd imagine she's pretty determined to try and get that run back. I don't know if that was a delayed steal that we scored on. Something just didn't click right for the catcher. And Malloy misses outside. Malloy did a good job of getting out of a jam last inning. Runners at second and third with no outs, and ended up K'ing up the side. Miles misses inside. The 2-0 from Miles. And Lashney fouls it off to bring it to 2-1. Big shout out to Malloy's parents, Lucas and Janae, on their 20th anniversary today. Happy anniversary to those two lovebirds. There's a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. You've seen the changeup once. It's nasty. It's got to be in the back of your head right here. And she pulls the string on that thing. Here's the 2-2. Outside, she reaches out, hits it over to Stella. Stella comes up with it, fires it over to Babbitt, and gets the out. One down for the Tigers. It's going to send up the next Lashney. Good play by Stella coming in and getting that little slow roller. Very quick transfer and fires across the diamond to Babbitt to get the out. Madison Lashney, the second baseman. And hits the outside corner for strike one. Malloy was a little in and out on the first couple of batters, but she's starting to kind of lock down that strike zone now, and that's a dangerous spot to be if you're the Tigers. Don't let her get settled in. Strike two. Already got 5 Ks on the night. And her 38th pitch is strike three for strikeout number 6. It's going to bring up Kristen Lashney, the first baseman. Miles with a strike. Lions with the top of the lineup coming up to bat. And ball two, miss a little low right there. The 1-1. Miles goes outside and gets her to swing. Brings the count to 1-2. Malloy looking to put him in a dugout. The 1-2 to Lashne. Lashno strikeout and tags her out. That'll do it for the top of the third. Lions get them to go quietly. We'll be right back for the French Settlement Lions coming up to bat. This is French Settlement Lions softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
So there we go, bottom of the third. Ava Acosta leading it off for the Lions. And there's that outside corner. It's been a strike all day. Both teams are going to have to adjust to that strike that's way off the plate. He's called it consistently all day. They just got to know it's there, because if it gets late in the game, you got to know you got to hit that. Hit it now. And Acosta does. Acosta reaches out, shoots one in the gap. She's round first, looking at 2, looking at 3, round in second, heading to third, and Acosta's going to slide into third base to lead it off with a triple. That's a sign of a smart hitter right there. You throw that outside pitch one time and get her. She's going to be looking for it the next time. She laced it out to third base, out to right center, banging off the wall right underneath the scoreboard. That girl can move. Going to bring up Malloy Miles, the pitcher. And misses outside for ball 1. I think French Settlement's kind of got this pitcher dialed in. You're going to start seeing some barrels on the ball. Lay off the rise ball, make her bring it down, and then punish it. And Miles hits one deep to right center. That's dropping. Total miscommunication out there by the Tigers, and Ava Acosta will come in. Miles will get to first base. That should have been an out. It's going to bring up Remy Gautreau. Talked to Remy before the game, and she was 1,000% locked in. You could just see it in her eyes. He was on a mission. And looking to maybe bunt and get her over there a little bit. Try and get that insurance run across. See if Coach Blake's playing the cat and mouse game. Get Remy a ball right over the plate that she can smash. And she does offer and fouls it off. Little dude running down to get that foul ball. I wonder if they still get the free lollipops whenever they turn them in. I know that used to be a big thing back in my day. Remy hits one in the gap. That one's going to get down. Miles going to turn at second and go into third. Remy all the way to second, and the Lions are cooking right now. This is a brutal lineup to face when they are swinging it well, and that's what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to bring up Stella Allison with no outs. Runners at second and third. Lashney puts it over the plate where they can touch it, and they are absolutely annihilating the softball right now. And it doesn't get any easier with these next couple that step in the box. Misses up and out. Stella needs to be careful moving back in the box, and that catcher comes out of her crouch. And misses upstairs. 2-0 pitch, and this is where Lashney's gotten herself in a little bit of trouble. Misses the first two pitches, and then the second one you got to come somewhere around the strike zone, and Lions have been sitting on it. And Allison rips one down the line fair. That's going to score two. Allison going to second, and she'll stand up with a 2 RBI double. And the Lions got the pedal to the floor right now with Jillian Cullen coming up to bat, number 11. Stella just squeezed that one in the inside part of the bag over there on first base. See if Cullen can trade spots with her. And gets hit in the helmet. So that'll put another runner on. That's going to bring up Amelia Rosto, the 7th grader. I'm going to stop calling her a 7th grader. I'm just going to call her Amelia Rosto, the right fielder. She's earned her spot. Lashney in a little bit of trouble, was playing with fire last inning and only gave up one. It's really gotten to her here. Lions starting to flex that muscle a little bit at the plate. Rosto hits one to the right side. Second baseman gets over there and gets the out. But Rosto, just as good as a sacrifice bunt right there, gets both runners over. That's going to bring up Hadley Spellman, the catcher. Tigers playing normal depth. Just looking to get some outs here. And that one missed for a ball. I'm not real sure where it was at. Must have been low. And misses high for ball 2. So here we go again. Another French Settlement Lion with a 2-0 count. Hasn't fared too well for the Tigers this game. Spellman hits a fly ball, center field, tagging up is Stella Allison, and there she goes. Here comes the throw to the plate, cut off by the pitcher. And Allison touches home. I think she touched home. I would touch it again, Stella. Let's see if she gets the plate. Oh, just barely. I would have went and touched it again. Yeah. So 2 outs. That's going to bring up Jacelyn Babin, who watches ball 1 go by. Rosto sitting at second base, so the threat's not over. If Babin can hit one into the outfield, it might be another shot at another run. Lions with a 5-0 lead right now. And misses upstairs. Another 2-0 count. Let's go, Babin. Put a charge in one right here. Here's a 2-0. And watches it go by for strike one. Nice calm weather out here. Good cloud cover. Not too hot. No wind. Beautiful night for some softball. And Babin hits one over to second base. Lashne picks it up, fires it over to her sister Lashne, and that'll end the inning. But the Lions scratch 4 more and have a big inning with Marksville coming up to bat. This is French Southern Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
So Marksville coming up to bat, looking to try to pull back within a couple of runs of this game right here. Starting to kind of get away from them a little bit, especially with Maloa Miles having faced 12 batters and striking out 7 so far. So she's kind of in the driver's seat, starting to feel it a little bit. Here's the first pitch, and it's outside. I'd probably jinxed her on that. I'm pretty good at the jinx. Brantley at the dish right now for Marksville. And check swing. Had her swinging a sword right there. Goes way outside for ball 2. Winner of this game goes to play the number 1 seed Kaplan. Winner of that game punches their ticket to Sulphur. And Malloy misses inside. So a little squirrely right here in the start of this 4th inning. See if she can take a deep breath and lock it back in right here. 3-1 count. Fly out to Jillian Cullen, parked underneath it and makes the catch. 1 down for the Tigers. It's going to bring out Kamora Carter, who had a little flare single last time up. Anyway, it's been a lot of fastballs. Fastball. I hadn't had to use the changeup that often. Seen it a couple times this game, but it's been a lot of the heaters. And misses outside for ball 1. Kimura with a shot over there to shortstop. Stella picks it up, throws it over, and gets her about 3 steps. Stella Allison holding down the shortstop position. Going to bring up Miley DeSalle. Two quick outs for the Tigers right here. Haven't been able to figure Malloy Miles out just yet. And Miles misses inside. Tell you what, I bet Coach is wishing DeSalle might have stayed glued in that box. She could have got a base runner right there. Get a little closer to that leadoff batter. Fortunately, she jumped out the way. The 2-0 pitch from Miles. And misses upstairs to go 3-0. And Miles walks her. Miles' second walk of the day. It's going to bring up Gracie Bordelon. Bordelon, a strikeout victim last time up. And Miles having a little trouble finding the strike zone right here. Spellman giving Bordelon a really good look down there. DeSalle down there, a really good long look after that pitch. And misses for ball 2. I can see Spellman throw it down there. She's going to sit right there. There you go. Give it to her. So Miles, 7 balls in a row right now. And gets, wow. That one was close, but when you got 7 in a row, even the close ones are hard to see. So it's going to bring up Madison Jones, number 22, the center fielder, left fielder, I'm sorry. Lions looking for 1 out to get out of this inning. And there's a strike. When all else fails, just throw it a foot off the plate on the outside corner and get that strike call. Flied out to second base. Acosta underneath and makes the catch. So the Tigers threaten but leave 2 stranded. Lions coming up the bat. We'll be right back. This French Settlement Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
I don't think for someone. So Ava Acosta, I'm sure. No, that's Danny Delhomer. Danny Delhomer going to lead it off for the Lions here in the bottom of the fourth. Lions leading 5-0. Lashney sitting at 51 pitches. Got herself into a little trouble last inning, and Lions made her pay. See if they can continue that. You go Danny Delhomer, and then 1, 2, 3 coming up for the Lions. That's where the damage came from. Danny lets that one go. They are not offering at anything above the hands, and the umpire's not calling it, so. 2-1 to Delhomer. And she offers and misses. That'll even account at 2-2. That's been a strike all night, and he let that one go. So full count for the second time for Danny. Danny's doing a good job at the plate tonight. Fouls it off. Gets dicey after this. You got your next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters, all with base hits so far tonight. And Delhomer gets on. So here we go. Ava Acosta stepping in, hit a first pitch double her last time up the bat. Coach Blake giving the signs to see what kind of strategy he pulls out right now. He try to get a couple of more runs across to strengthen that lead a little bit. There's the pitch and lets it go. Strike one. There's a bunt right to the pitcher. Lashney struggled a little bit when she got it and pulls her off the bag. There was a little bit of a hesitation. I think the second baseman might have took a little long getting there. When Lashney raised up to throw it, it made her hesitate. Throws the throw wide and pulls her off the bag. Let's see if she got there in time. No, she just couldn't find the bag. There we go. Yep. So never located the bag. And it's always a tough spot for the second baseman coming over to cover that bunt. You got to get there quick. You got to find the bag. And she didn't do that. Malloy Miles steps into the box and offers at the first pitch, fouls it off. So Lions, again, no outs. Runners at first and second. Last time it resulted in 4 runs. And lets that one go upstairs. That rise ball's been something she's been trying to get them to offer at, but the Lions are being very, very disciplined tonight at the plate. They've figured out what the strike zone is, and they're attacking everything that gets thrown in there. There's a bunt offering, and she lets it go. Lashney is starting to show a little bit of some body language. Looks like she's a little agitated right now. The 1-1 to Miles. 2-1 to Miles. What the? Miles hits one. A little foul. That one kind of got out of the screen, so I don't really know what happened, but it must have been close to the line. Coach Blake was waving him around. Game Changer says full count. So let's, yep, 2-2. Game Changer's wrong. The 2-2 to Miles. Miles rips one into left field. That's going to get by the left fielder. That's going to bring in 2 runs. Miles will get the second. And the Lions are starting to put some distance in between themselves and the Tigers. Remy Gautreau, who's gotten a base hit every time she's been up tonight. Third baseman coming over, giving Lashney some words of encouragement right here. And she gets strike 1. I'd like to see Remy tattoo one right here. See if we can hit that intimidator out there. And she gets one right back to the pitcher off of Lashney, and that hurts. Gautreau gets there with her 3rd base hit of the night, and coach is going to come out and check on her because that one went right off of her wrist. Hopefully she's okay. Look, it looked to be on her glove hand. Lashney going, pretty tough old gal. She's going to stay out there. That ball was smoked. Lions at first and third with nobody out. And Stella Allison stepping into the box. Gautreau going to trot on down to second base. Lashney wants another ball. Tell you what, a big fly right here could really start driving that nail into that coffin. And misses for ball 2. 2-0. Stella will be hunting for a fastball right here. And he gets, oh, that's a little too far outside. I thought he was going to call that a strike. "3-0. If I'm the coach, I'm giving Stella the green light. 3-0. If it's there, see how far you can hit it. But I'm not the coach. Wow. That'll load them up for the Lions. Jillian Cullen stepping into the box. Jillian got everything started with a double off the fence in the second inning. It was the first run to score. The lone senior for the French Summit Lions. And misses outside. Up 2-0 right here. Nowhere to put her. You got to pitch to Cullen right here. And misses outside again. So 3-0. See if Cullen gets a green light. Man, Strike one. I'd be looking for the same pitch. And Cullen walks. That'll bring home Malloy Miles for the 8th run of the game. And Amelia Rosto will step into the box. Nobody out. Lions everywhere. And it looks like the air has been completely deflated out of Marksville right now. Rosto takes that one for a strike. I thought it was a pretty good take myself. Rosto offers that down and fouls it off to put the count at 1-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th, and Rosto gets hit in the helmet, and she's going to go down to first base, and another run is going to score. Man, that's frustrating. Frustrating if you're a pitcher right now, struggling a little bit. Get a batter with 2 strikes. That's going to bring the coach out for a talk. Spellman going to step into the box for the Lions. French Summit Lions baseball team had North Webster down here last Friday, Thursday and Friday, correct? Yeah, last Thursday and Friday for a best-of-3 series. It was crazy because you had the softball team with North Webster at the same time as the baseball team with North Webster. That doesn't happen too often. And Lions took the first 2 games in that series to send them on home. Good pitching by Trevor McMorris, and then Caden Schecksnyder came in to seal up game 2. A lot of big-time at-bats, big-time hits. And that strike zone looks to get opened up a little bit right here. Calls that low strike on Hadley Spellman. Lions just going to have to start swinging at the ones that are close. That one's a little up. 9-0 with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded. Lions got a good chance to go ahead and seal this one up right here. And misses up again. Nice little change up, foul ball to the catcher, and she's underneath it and makes the catch. That'll be the first out. Spellman fouls out to the catcher. A little change of speeds right there. Hadn't seen much of that tonight from Lashne. It's going to bring up Jacelyn Babin. This is the part of the lineup that Lashne's done her best right here. She's kept these young ladies quiet here most of the game. Let's see if Babin can change that. She takes ball 1. Babin hits one to right field. That is going to drop right in the glove. Gotro tags up. The throw is late. And Gotro scores, puts the lines up 10-0. I tell you what, I don't know if the right fielder really had it on her mind to make the throw to the plate. She caught that and just kept running in. It's going to allow the Lions to get the Danny Dell homer, the designated player. Ball one. A little Taco Tuesday tonight. I had the tacos cooked before my wife got home from work.
You find you some recipes?
I did. I got a bunch of recipes. Yeah, I really did. If you're listening to this live stream and you took part in my Facebook post of sending me some recipes, I really appreciate that. Last night we had some blackened chicken Alfredo. It was off the chain. Tonight was Taco Tuesday. We got the hot and spicy mix. Don't sleep on that stuff. Lashne gets the third out of the inning to end it, but Lions strike big, put the lead out to 10-0. This Friends Settlement Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. We'll be right back.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
So here we go. Malone Miles with 7 Ks on the night. Needs 3 outs right here to slam the door. First pitch from Miles, flies out to second base. Acosta's underneath it and makes the catch. One quick one. I couldn't even tell you who the batter was. Looks like the third baseman. I think that's who that was. Maybe not. No, that was Maya Glorioso, the shortstop. So that's going to bring up the pitcher, Katie Lashne. Lashne really looking to try and help herself out. Keep these Tigers in the ball game. And misses outside. That outside pitch ain't there if the batter's a left-hander. It's been there if the batter's a right-hander, but not if it's a left-hander. And misses outside again. 2-0. This could possibly be the last LSPN broadcast of the season. Barring a miracle on the boys' side. Girls will be done. We would need St. James to upset Sterlington, the number 1 seed in the playoffs, after the Lions pull off their second-round win against Kinder this weekend. And Miles gets the strike. So that'll even account at 2-2. The girls are done. This is the last game. This is the last home game for Jillian Cullen. Been a great French Settlement Lion for quite a while. And Miles pulls a string on that changeup for her 8th strikeout of the game. And 2 outs. That'll bring up Madison Lachenay, the second baseman. Tigers' last hope to try and get a run across to stay in this ball game. French Settlement has chipped away and choked them out. Colton, I appreciate the opportunity to come up here and announce these games all through basketball season, baseball, and softball. It's been great. Hopefully next year we can get some more sports in here. I know we got a bowling team we got to go check out.
Yeah, we're going to have to find a way to get some bowling going.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know we just added a golf team. I don't know how we'll manage that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. That one will be tough. That looked like a strike.
Tell you what, though, it's been nice having you on the broadcast, especially at basketball. You did better than you want to claim you did.
Yeah. I had a good time, man. I tell you what, the first couple of games, it was I don't know, it was hard to figure out, but once you start getting flowing, Boston is really, really good at what he does, and kind of helped me get my comfort zone in. And then Miles pulls a string on that one and gets the nice strikeout of the game to end it. Lions win this one 10-0. Lions haven't given up a run in the playoffs just yet. They've won 15-0 and 10-0, so 25-0 total. Marching in the number 1 seed, Kaplan.
They're a buzzsaw too.
And we'll see what happens. So the fight for sulfur is on. Lions looking pretty strong right here. This is French Settlement Lions softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. Want to wish these ladies good luck, and the baseball team this weekend heading up to Kinder. Good luck in your endeavor to that state championship. Y'all have a good one.